What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games. In today's video, let's talk about the team I'm going to be making for the Teal Mask DLC for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We have 200 Pokemon coming to the Teal Mask. Unfortunately, not all of them are new. Only about like 100 of them are actually new. But hey, I thought it'd be fun to play through the DLC around level 60 with a whole brand new team just using the Teal Mask Pokemon. And of course, guys, you like this type of content, enjoy my videos, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. Consider supporting the channel by joining the Pan Fam by hitting that join channel member button below. Now, if you haven't seen it already, here is the Teal Mask Dex. So this is gonna be a whole separate dex, by the way. Probably gonna have its own dex reward when you complete it, so you definitely want to complete it. I'm not sure if the Pokemon that are already in the base game will count towards this dex, because half this dex is actually just Pokemon that are from the Scarlet and Violet base game. So a lot of us might already just be halfway done with the dex immediately, and we only got to catch like 100 more Pokemon. So this is going to be a really quick dex for us to complete. Now, let's look over this dex real quick. You know, we got some good standouts here for sure. And of course, let me know in the comment section below what team you're going to be making for the Teal Mask DLC. To put this out there, the DLC is probably going to be around level 58 and 60 at the beginning. Who knows how far it'll go? Maybe we'll end at 70. But we got a lot of cool Pokemon up here for sure. A lot of fan favorites. I do wish there was more variety and diversity. I think that's going to come more up in the second DLC. We got a lot of cool Pokemon here, and then we got like a bunch of legendaries at the bottom there as well. But the first Pokemon that I will be bringing to my team is going to be Mamoswine. I think Mamoswine's phenomenal. I love this Pokemon. Such a cool Pokemon. Ice and Ground. It's pretty unique typing, and I think it's going to be relatively easy to shiny hunt for Mamoswine because we got two different things we can target for Swinub. And honestly, it's just a beast with his stats. I'm just a big fan of his overall design. Has Ice Shard as well, so we don't even care about that speed stat. I don't necessarily think this team's going to be good competitively for sure, but it's just going to be a fun team to go through the DLC with. So there we go. We got Mamoswine out here. Honestly, looking cool, looking great. Next one, Gen 5 represented, Conch Elder. Now, I don't think a lot of people will be picking Conch Elder in their teams. If you are, let me know in the comment section below, because Conch Elder is a very underrated Pokemon. Very cool. It honestly just is a better Machamp. I mean, it's slower, which is actually good for Trick Room. It has better overall bulk besides the special defense, but that 140 physical attack is incredible. Has such a good moveset as well. I do hope it gets knockoff in this generation. I mean, I guess we can actually check. Oh, it actually doesn't. We don't know the moveset on it yet, so we'll see. When the data mine happens, we'll know what the moveset is, but Conch Elder could have a absolutely beast of a moveset. I mean, obviously, Drain Punch, Close Combat, Elemental Punches will always be good on this Pokemon, but you know, we're gonna have to wait and see. And of course, it has great abilities with Guts and Sheer Force. Now, for my third Pokemon, I was gonna actually run Skeledirge, bring my starter to the DLC. However, this Pokemon is priority and it has the exact same typing as Skeledirge. That is gonna be Chandelure. It was funny enough, Chandelure was one of those Pokemon where people were just like, no way Chandelure's coming to Scarlet and Violet, because if you use Terra Fire and Chandelure, it's just going to be a Chandelier wearing a Chandelier hat, and it's going to be hilarious. And you know what? It's in the game. This is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Ghost Fire. Absolutely phenomenal shiny. This is one of the, maybe even the first shiny I actually tried to make a shiny hunt guide for, because the orange on it is awesome. It's perfect for Halloween, which is coming up soon. So Chandelure is just absolute vibes, and Flash Fire is a great ability. Same with Flame Body too. Honestly, 145 special attack is absolutely beastly. It has, you know, not the best bulk, but you know, hey, Ghost Fire is phenomenal. A lot of good, super effective damage you can do, and just neutral hitting, and 2 immunities on it. Makes this Pokemon really good. I think it's going to be an absolute beast. Also, I do think it's going to be fun, you know, if you are going to be doing old style EV training by defeating Pokemon. This line is going to be incredibly good because, you know, it gets you 3 special attack EVs. That's going to be really sick, especially if you can find this in the wild directly. Now, leaving Gen 5, let's head over to Gen 7 for one of my favorite bug type Pokemon and electric type Pokemon of all time. That is going to be Mr. Vikavolt. Vikavolt Such a badass Pokemon. This thing's design is so sick. I mean, it's literally a railgun. It's so cool. Also, shout out to Charjabug. Charjabug is also one of the best Pokemon designs out there. Looks like you can probably catch this Pokemon in the earlier areas too. So I'm going to try to get this thing as quickly as possible. Absolutely love this thing so much. Levitate is a great ability, especially if you make Vikavolt into Terra Electric and you have Levitate, you have no weaknesses. So that's going to be really good and very similar to Chandelure. You know, the bulk isn't like the best. It actually has 90 defense, which is like better bulk and more HP, but it still shares that 145 special attack. Something I do love about this Pokemon is its speed is 43. You would think an electric type would be really fast. It's even its description says it's a fast Pokemon, but no, it's incredibly slow, which is going to make this Pokemon an incredible Trick Room Sweeper. I have a feeling that there is going to be some sort of like Vikavolt teams happening in Regulation E. I think Vikavolt will have some like usage in the meta for sure. It has a lot of good moves overall as well, so and especially Terra is going to help this thing out a lot because bug typing unfortunately is not a great typing, but if you can remove that bug typing with Terra, it's going to be an absolute monster. Now I will be moving on to Gen 9 because there are some Gen 9 Pokemon and we're going to be using Dipplin. We don't know too much about Dipplin, but we do know it evolves from Applin, and if you have checked out the channel before, you can very easily get a shiny Applin, so we are going to be getting another shiny Applin, and that is going to technically make Dipplin my starter. That is the Pokemon I'm going to be coming into the DLC with, the only one, and I'm going to catch the other 5 in the wild. And of course, the moment I can get the item to evolve Applin to Dipplin, we're going to get that shiny golden apple. That shiny is definitely the best of the new Pokemon, which I'm really excited about. Honestly, Grass Dragon, good. It could be better typing, but Dragon's always good typing. You know, 4 times weak to ice, but there's not too much ice in this DLC, so I think Dipplin is going to be pretty decent. We don't know the stats on it, but I have a feeling that this Pokemon will probably be more of a physical attacker than a special attacker. It has a really good ability with a Super Sweet Syrup for VGC. I do hope this Pokemon ends up being pretty good for VGC. It has a good signature move as well, so we'll have to wait and see on that. But that will be really exciting to use this. I love using new Pokemon. It's always my favorite thing. We don't have a lot of new Pokemon in this DLC, but we'll definitely be doing this. And then the last Pokemon we're going to be using is Poltergeist. So we got the regional fake or the conversion species here. And it is going to be grass and ghost. So yes, I'm going to have 2 ghost types. And yes, I'm going to have 2 grass types on the team. And I will not be showing it right here, but it does evolve into Sinistcha, which will be the same typing grass and ghost. And it does have that unique ability, Hospitality. And yeah, Poltergeist, honestly, could be a really good Pokemon. It has a cool signature move where it actually like takes life and it potentially can burn the opponent. It's like grass type Scald. So that's like really sick. I think this Pokemon's gonna be awesome. Now, I will say this isn't necessarily the only Pokemon I would want to use on my team. I mean, there's other standouts that I did consider. One, I considered like bringing over my own Ursaluna. There is a new form of Ursaluna, however, it's not an evolution, it's a form that seems to be maybe like a legendary Pokemon, if everything is correct about it, so we're going to have to wait and see on more about that. But like, of course, I would want to use that on my team, but I think that's going to be very late in the DLC. So all these Pokemon I figure I can catch like earlier mid-game of the DLC, and then just evolve them from there. Some other ones I really liked is Ninetales. I think Ninetales would be really fun. I wish you could catch the Alolans in the DLC. I prefer having Alolan Ninetales, but I'll deal with a regular Ninetales if I wanted to, maybe for a little bit, to have a chill vibe time with it. Other Pokemon I really like, Snorlax is going to be absolutely awesome. If I can catch a wild Snorlax, I may just use that. But definitely looking forward to getting a shiny Snorlax at some point, a shiny Munchlax. Gliscor is only in Pokemon Scarlet. That is another Pokemon I considered doing. If I wasn't doing Mammothwine, probably would have done Gliscor. Didn't want to load up too much on the ground typing, but is a phenomenal Pokemon. This thing's an absolute beast too, so just be on the lookout because I think this Pokemon's going to be great in singles play. Another Pokemon a lot of people loves, Milotic. I do think Milotic's going to be a little bit late game as well, considering we saw the Dex photo where it's located. That seems to be one of the more end game areas of this DLC in like a crystal cave. So who knows? Maybe Feebas will be caught earlier, but we got to also figure out where you get the Prism scale. Not sure where that's going to be at in this game. So Hopefully we'll find that out and I'll make a guide on that for sure, because I know a lot of people want to use my loading on their team. And I think that's about it. I mean, I already mentioned the Blood Moon Ursaluna. Basculegion would be sick to use, but I just didn't want to run a third ghost type. Having a fire, grass, water core with all ghost types attached to them would have been pretty funny. This is going to be one of those more tricky to evolve, but it should be the same way as Pokemon Legends Arceus, where you just get the evolution by using like Wave Crash. Was the thing is Wave Crash using a recoil move 20 times, and then you'll eventually evolve on your next level up. So there we have it, guys. That is going to be my team for the Teal Mask. We got Mamo, we got Conk, we got Chandelure, Vikavolt, Dipplin, and Polcha, guys. Let me know your team in the comment section below, and I'm looking forward to the Teal Mask. Stay tuned for more guide content and other fun stuff. Peace out, and have a good one.